Hello, my name is Rafael and I'm a student at ADEC. Today I'll be presenting a design project I developed as part of my university coursework. This project reflects both architectural thinking and practical spatial planning. But first you need to know what they are. So a relationship diagram is basically a diagram that shows where two rooms connect with each other or if those rooms connect at all. As you can see here with this dot, that means those two rooms connect with each other. And then a zoning plan is basically the next step of relationship diagram. It's where you basically visualize and see where something goes and how will connect with the other things visually. The potential building area is where you calculate how much space the plot of land has. You start with the total plot area, then subtract any border zone, setbacks, or unbuildable areas. The result is your usable or potential building area. Surface area budget is where you calculate how much area all the rooms take up, and you list each space, office, toilet, storage, etc., and how many square meters each one needs. You then total them to see if your design fits within the allowed building area. And conclusion is I have enough space because my potential building area is greater than my surface area budget, as you can see here. Now let's move on to the parking area. My plot of land is near a one-way street, so the entrance serves as an exit as well. As you can see, it makes a giant loop. And it has in total 80 spaces for cars. And you see that zone with diagonal lines? That means any car that goes under there is covered and is usually reserved for the director, staff, and finance department. But as you may have seen in my blueprint, under my lunch area there's also another covered parking space, and here are the dimensions for it. Asking yourself, how do I dimension a room then? Well, I'm going to show you how I did it with the back office. So basically, the requirement of a back office is that the archive is supposed to be in the middle of it. There is 30 workstation and 2 utility counters. To dimension it, you have to know what it's used for, and it's used there to work. So here's one workstation is 2 by 2 by 1 by 2 meters. There's enough room to walk around, move freely, etc., etc. And when you go to your workstation, you have to go there comfortably. You shouldn't be hindered by obstacles. So that's why I chose for 90 centimeters, with space in mind that the person can walk through comfortably and not be hindered. But if I were to explain every room individually, we would be here for a long time. So I'm just gonna show you the images of every room I've designed. Now let's look at the program of requirements. As you can see, the guests immediately are at the entrance. They see a receptionist. They can go sit at the waiting room and have full view of the front office, and if there's a screen there to show them that they're ready. There's also a very accessible public toilet right here, and the guests cannot go further without guidance of a worker there or a staff. And if they do go, they are immediately at the consulting room first, or of the Spreekkamer, before they go further into the building. And as you can see, there's an archive in the middle of the back office. And the back office and front office has both 2 utility counters. And at the back you see a spacious hall, or a ruimtelijke hall, where the workers go to if they want to leave the building or enter the building. Now let's go to the first floor. If you go up the staircase at the first floor, you immediately arrive at the special waiting room for special clients. As you can see here, there's two meeting rooms, a big one and one especially in the director's office. And the director has his own toilet here. And the lunch area has only enough seats for 20 people or half of the staff. And yeah, that's a program of requirements. I already explained the parking one, so yeah. Also, here's the blueprint for the ground floor and first floor platforms. Before I show you the design, I'd like to show a short video of the actual site where this building will be located. So the story is that Suriname is the only place where a synagogue and a mosque are literally next to each other. And there was a story about a woman and a man who met each other on the other side of the street of the mosque and the synagogue, met each other, fell in love, and they started dating, they got married, had kids, and that really inspired me to make a building that shows that. And despite their differences, they were united by respect and shared values. Their story of connection, love, and harmony became the inspiration for my design, a building that brings people together across cultures just like they did. I sketched a few designs that I wanted for my building, and in each sketch, I tried to find something that I liked about it. In this one, I really liked the religious elements, but it felt too overcomplicated. And this one, I really like the simplicity of the design, but it didn't really show the story that I wanted to tell. I really like this design because it combines both simplicity with rich detail. It has a dynamic shape, especially with the curve, and on the left side you see elements inspired by a mosque, like the vertical pillars and the arch, and on the right you see elements of a synagogue, such as the diagonal pillars that provide rain cover and the decorative front ornament. This mix of architectural features gives the building both cultural and visual balance. Although I like the original design, I had to make four important changes. First, the back part felt forced, so I connected the arch more smoothly with the back area. Second, the diagonal pillars didn't fit visually, so I replaced them with vertical ones that connect better with the overall structure and connect with the arch and the back area. Third, I decided to be more subtle with the synagogue elements. Instead of using them literally, I integrated them through the decorative style work. And fourth, those Greek columns are only supposed to have one top ornament, not two. So it's just one continuing flowing column than a top ornament. So now the design feels more unified and balanced. I made some drawings that will show you how the form looks from different angles. Here is the front, back, side, and top. Then we have another four angles, not from bird's eye view, but as if you were actually standing there and looking at the building like in real life. We also had to make a 3D version of our building with whatever material we had. Here is my first design. I really didn't like this part because it wasn't curving how I wanted it to do. But the second one, I just cut out that part and made the paper curve a bit more so it had the natural shape and everything. This one I like lots more, and you can see it still isn't pretty. I won't show to a competition with this, but it's good enough. It gives you the idea of how it's supposed to look like in real life, you know. And thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a fine day later.